Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. We are from Group 10. We want to present about Malaysian strategy advisor firm tasked with addressing the impact of a newly imposed US tariff on a Malaysian industry. The presentation will begin with me. I'm Officer Cadet Muhammad Aziz Iqbal bin Ahmad Rashidi as your industry analyst and co-lead for your information, Malaysia electronic semiconductor industry is a major part of our economy. It contributes billion in export and support thousands of jobs. But when the United States imposed new tariff, our company were hit hard. Export costs went up and some Malaysian product became less competitive in the US market. The US say this tariff helped reduce trade deficit and protect national security. But for countries like us, they disturb trade and expose how risky it is to rely too much on one market. That's why our industry need to adapt. We must diversify export destination, invest more in innovation and reduce dependence on a single country. At the same time, Malaysia should strengthen regional partnership, especially within ASEAN, to build a more resilient and self-reliant supply chains. We also need to support local companies in upskilling their workforce and upgrading their technology so they can stay global competitive even through tough time. In the short, the current trade challenges are tough, but they also chance Malaysia rethink, regroup, rise and strong in global electronic sector.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today let's take a quick dive into the Malaysian electronic industry through the lens of a pastel analysis focusing on the social, technological and environmental aspect and how tariff can shape labour, innovation and sustainability. Okay, let's start with the social dimension. Malaysia electronics sector employs over 500,000 workers, making it a key contributor to employment. But when tariff increase, especially from global market like US or China, it can cause a drop in export that often lead to job cut or wage stagnation, directly affecting thousands of families. Now onto technology. Malaysia is a hub for semiconductor assembly and testing. Tariff on imported machinery or raw material can raise production costs, discouraging local innovation. However, some companies have responded by investing in automation and upskilling, turning adversity into an innovation push. Finally, the environmental aspect. Sustainability is growing in importance. Tariff can limit access to eco-friendly technologies and components, slowing green transition. Still, Malaysia push for cleaner production and e-waste recycling show a promising commitment to long-term environmental goals. In summary, tariff don't just impact trade, they ripple through labor markets, innovation, ecosystem, and sustainability. The Malaysian electronic industry must stay agile, investing in people, technology, and the planet to remain globally competitive. That's all for me. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, I'm 2240 Tibnas Manikam. Today I'll be discussing a crucial strategy in overcoming the challenges posed by US tariffs, cost leadership through vertical integration and green technology. One of the biggest challenges facing Malaysia's electronics and semiconductor industry is the rising cost of production due to external pressure like tariffs, material shortages, and supply chain disruption. To stay competitive, we must reduce production costs without compromising quality or efficiency. A key approach is reshoring critical inputs, meaning companies should source essential raw materials domestically or from alternative suppliers outside tariff-heavy regions. Take Malaysia's Linus Corporation, for example, by Leveraging its rare earth materials, we can reduce reliance on Chinese suppliers, thus bypassing 25% tariff cost imposed by the US. Another game-changing move is investing in automation and Industry 4.0 technologies, such as AI-powered predictive maintenance. By using AI-driven manufacturing system, semiconductor plants can cut labor and energy costs by up to 25%, significantly improving efficiency while maintaining high output quality. Moreover, incorporating silicon recycling technology could cut material costs by 40%, reducing dependency on costly imports while promoting sustainability. These efficiency measures ensure that Malaysia remains a key player in the global supply chain despite geopolitical trade barriers. Cost leadership isn't just about survival, it's about ensuring Malaysia's semiconductor sector thrives in a rapidly evolving global market. By adopting smart sourcing strategies and automation, businesses can absorb tariff impacts and increase resilience, setting the stage for the future growth. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. I'm Fakri. So today I will talk about the power of green technology and sustainable practices. So ladies and gentlemen, we are not just talking about cost saving. We are talking about reshaping Malaysia electronic sector into a global leader through green innovation. Beyond efficiency, semiconductor firms must integrate sustainable technologies into their operation to qualify for green tariff exception, particularly in regions like the European Union. One major initiative is adopting solar powered factories which receive subsidies under the EU Chips Act and significantly reduce energy costs, enhancing competitiveness. The environmental aspect extend further. Malaysia must prioritize water recycling system and energy efficient semiconductor chips such as silicon carbide chips that consume 50% less energy than traditional chips. By taking these steps, companies won't just reduce carbon emission by 60%, but also appeal to eco-conscious market that rewards sustainable product with tax relief and trade incentive. Additionally, firm implementing advanced environmental, social and governance ESG standard will qualify for priority trade lanes, reducing regulatory delays and improving global competitiveness. The future of Malaysia's semiconductor industry is not just about responding to market challenge. It's about creating new opportunities through efficiency and sustainability. Let's embrace innovation, let's build resilience, and let's lead the world in semiconductor excellences. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and very good day to everyone. I am Officer Kader Aiman, your Reflections and Future Proofing CEO author. Global trade tension are exploiting Malaysian Achilles heel that overdepends on concentrate markets. The reflection shows this isn't abstract risk, it is active damage. When export rely on trade partners, one policy shifts half factories, and when critical imports come from single sources, tariffs exploit costs. Other than that, when FDI lacks diversity, we miss innovation lifelines, and the result, broken supply chains, lost competitiveness, and stranded growth. And after that, for our future proofings, demands one non-negotiable cure: strategic diversification. We act on 3 fronts. And the first one, export bloodly. We target actions in Northern India for 1.4 billion consumers and Africa's rising giants. And for the second one, build resilient supply chains that multi-sources critical inputs and invest in domestic capacity. And the third one, attract global innovators. Green technology and Japanese AI, not just capital, but knowledge. After that, this is a war rooms movement that for government, the sunset give a patch, deploy AI at Port Klang, and for the industry, hunt new partners, pool resources, and digitize supply chain. And last but not least, now we together unlock about $28 billion in a new export by 2013. So we choose remains vulnerable links or become Asian unbreakable hub. Diversity, execute.
Okay, I'm Firdaus, and next I'm going to talk about Asian Electronics Alliance, which is a long-term strategy for resilience, sustainability, and global influence as a strategic designer. Okay. Technology today depends on semiconductors, yet Asian countries mostly handle lower value parts like assembly and packaging, while the real profit and power lie in design and innovation, which are dominated by countries like the US, China, Taiwan, and South Korea. This leaves Southeast Asia vulnerable to global disruption like the COVID-19 pandemic, which exposed how fragile global supply chains really are. To address this, Asian should form the Asian Electronics Alliance (AEA), which is a collaborative strategy to build a resilient and self-reliant regional electronics industry. Like an AEA, member countries can specialize based on their strength. Malaysia in chip testing, Vietnam and Thailand in assembly, Singapore in R&D and design. Asian can pool resources to build regional R&D centers for advanced technologies like AI chip, 6G and energy efficient processors. This shift would help return talent, reduce brain drag, and turn Asian into an innovation hub. AEA could also promote sustainability through common green standards like an Asian green chip label, making our electronics more eco-friendly and global competitive. Furthermore, by uniting Asian can gain stronger global bargaining power, negotiating better trade deals, securing tech transfers, and simplifying IP management through a shared patient system. Yes, building the alliance would be easy due to different in economic and political system, but Asian has proven its ability to cooperate on complex issues. Starting small with coordination, shared goals, and a roadmap can lead to a future where Asian design and manufactures its own chips. And for young people, the AEA is more than a strategy. It is a chance to create jobs, build careers, and shape the future of high-tech industries at home. It's about opportunity, independence, and regional pride. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.